We believe that bread is a metaphor of the society we live in. It matters much more whom you share bread with than what the bread contains as ingredients. Bread is more than food. Bread is life and unity, love and sharing. Bread creates a sense of warmth, of hearth, home, and community. Bread is food for the mind and for the heart. Around bread, we are all equal. We are the International Council for Cultural Centers. This is a non-for-profit organization founded in 2008 by Dr. Nadezhda Savova, and it is the first global network of national networks of community cultural centers, currently connecting more than 50 countries. In 2009, Nadezhda experimented and created an innovative type of cultural center in her great-grandmother's house. The model spread quickly with the enthusiasm of volunteers, and in only 3 years, the network of bread houses connects more than 12 countries on 5 continents. For this initiative, Dr. Savova was awarded as Traveler of the Year 2012 by National Geographic for her travels. Today, more than ever, we need unity and an idea around which we can come together and belong to. The contemporary culture encourages the philosophy of passive consumption. The aspiration towards money, towards power, and selfish happiness are taken for granted as central life goals. This is the reason for some of the most serious global problems: intercultural conflicts, wars, and the divisions among socioeconomic classes. The support and care for the weaker and more vulnerable members of our society has been left behind. The young professor offers the bread method as an approach to help integrate in society various disadvantaged groups. The kneading of dough has its own rhythm and time, and it encourages the participants of all ages into another pace. The difficulties in the preparation of bread reveal well the issues we have to overcome in ourselves. For example, the difficulty of rising dough reminds us of a lack of inspiration. The burning of the bread signals stress burnout. The hardness of bread shows insensitivity. We use the making, baking, and breaking of bread by diverse people as a method for uniting very different, often even feuding groups together. In addition to bread, our creative methods include other art forms during the baking, such as the theater of crumbs, with puppets out of bread, and kitchen music, where we use kitchen utensils as musical instruments. We united and empowered poor and marginalized people, first in Gabrovo, Bulgaria, and then in many other cities around the country, and in 12 countries across 5 continents. In Bulgaria, the bread houses integrate orphans, people from ethnic minorities, and people with various physical and mental special needs. In Gabrovo, Sofia, Plovdiv, Stara Zagora, Varna, Ruse, Lovich, Nova Zagora, Kostinbrod, and others in the process of establishment. From Gabrovo into the world, the model of the bread house reached the Peruvian Amazon town of Iquitos by the invitation of the World Health Organization for nutrition education for children with diabetes. In Cape Town, bread managed to unite for the first time after apartheid Black orphans and white elderly people from a hospice. In Jerusalem, bread created the conditions for peaceful interaction between Christians, Jews, and Muslims. In Moscow, the bread therapy method filled a hospital with the aroma of home and strengthened the trust between doctors and their child patients. In Barcelona, blind people were the leaders in collective bread making with blindfolded people. In Harlem, New York, bread making helped bond former prisoners with their children. and integrate them in their neighborhood. In Brazil, bread houses had been planned as social enterprise bakeries to be run by poor women in the favela shantytowns under the patronage of the president Dilma Rousseff. These programs are rarely financed by grants and are driven by volunteer enthusiasm and the pure human craving for giving. Our mission is to have a bread house in every city of the world, where diverse people will unite and be able to nurture friendships and shape experiences of home and warm company. Company, a word whose roots in Latin mean sharing and bread, companis. We all need bread. We all need joy.